So I'm doing some organizing, and if you see a plastic bottle chewed up, yes, my dog just got a hold of that. See that right there? Okay, anyway, if you leave a tissue box or a empty bottle unattended, he will get a hold of it and he will kill it. Okay, so I used to have one of those. Anybody who's homeschooled knows what these drawers are too. They're like a rolly cart, and then you've got the thin ones, and then you've got the thick buckets. Okay, anyway, I'm getting rid of the cart because the actual drawers are very valuable to me, but I don't have the space for the drawers because the drawers are wide and I need tall, okay? Because we have a very small footprint. So Lazarus, stop for you, okay? I'm gonna make your kennel quilt real soon, okay? Just chill out. All right, so that's what I'm using these drawers for, okay? So I've already done an unboxing on these. This quilt fabric came from a donation, so I'm keeping it in the same box. And I've already cut all of the 3 fabrics into strips that I'm going to use to make the 9 blocks, right? So I've got the light, dark, light, and the dark, light, dark, the 2 sets, right, that I'm working on. So all I'm doing right now is, this was step 1 on a particular day. Cutting I do on the next day, and then I'll do more of these, and then I'll cut, and then until I have like all of this done into these types of things, okay? But they'll stay in this bucket because that is a project all of its own. All right, then, sure, that one's heavy. This one is the king size, okay? I don't have all 20 plates. Well, first of all, 7 rows are already on the wall. This is row 8. I've got row 9 and 10 already sorted out. And then I will have my daughter lay out the rest of the plates, but I'm going to have to mop the floor. Sweep them off the floor, and Lazarus has to be put up because this quilt is quite the beast, and we do not have a whole lot of floor space. So once all of those plates are built, like I'm sewing 3 a week. So I will sew, I've just done 8. So row 9 and 10 will be sewn, and it'll be left in this, like this. And then I will attach the 3 to each other, and then I will attach the 3 to the large thing, then rehang it. You see what I'm saying? So I'm trying to do 2 to 3 a week so that I can get it done before end of October is my big goal. I would like to do it before, but I don't know. Time passes quickly. All right, this is my husband's mother's that I have already started. Lazarus, don't need your inspection, honey, okay? I've already been, I've got her 5 blocks, her 5 10 by 10s in here. I think I have all of the, get back. I think I have all of the blades counted out, and they're in between. Some of the blades are already put together. Get back. But that's her bucket. All right, so see, everything is in a project bucket. This one is Miss Dottie's bucket. So I've got another 2 rolls that will come. But see, I've already started to do all her cutting. I don't do it all at one time. On my cut days, I look at the projects that don't have all their cutting done, and then that's the project that I cut. Lazarus, get back. Although I think Miss Dottie has a dog, so she understands. That's Miss Dottie's. This is a future baby or girl quilt, girl, baby, NICU, feminine, whatever, just, you know, pinks. It's girl quilt. And then, let's get that there. And then this is, I'm not going to say the person's name because I don't know that I'm working on it, but it is also in project mode. Everything is pre-counted except for the fact that this one needs one more order of this fabric, and I'm going to order it in yards this time. So this is going to be, you know, like green, yellows, and white, very springy. All right, this, the blue one and this one are sawtooth patterns. Okay, and this one is the Botanical Hourglass quilt. Actually, I think there's 2 quilts in here. I need some light green, like I need this color green, that color green, maybe some, get back, white, and a little bit of earth. Lazarus, get back. And no, I didn't hit him. I pushed his nose. No, it's not for you. It's not. No. All right, and then here is a Disappearing Minds that I started for, you know, a girl. Which one it is yet, I don't know. I've got a list, you know, that I'm working out of. Not everybody gets a quilt, sorry. I'm only one person. However, I am working on building blocks, okay? So I'm going to be doing things a little bit different. I'm just going to do a bunch of these blocks as I have this particular pinks and whites, pink and greens and things. And then I'll just make a bunch of these, and whenever I need 4 or 5 of them, or 6 or 12 or whatever, I'll pull it out of this box. This quilt is actually my the newest baby niece. We have a rather large family when you add left and right together. So it's going to take me the rest of my lifetime to get everybody a quilt. And I can't tell you when each will get there, because, you know, making a quilt plus the ministry quilts, you know, those are... But anyway, so her borders are already done. Her main blocks are already done, right? I've already got her pinwheels done and everything. I think that these are 12s, either 11 or 12. So the main blocks are done, and her border all the way around. And this is going to be a twin, and I had to borrow the batting that I had bought for this to bump to another pinks quilt for a friend, because her 60 by 60 got out of control and ended up larger than a 60 by 60. So I had to take the twin batting and cut it down for that one, and then I will reorder a twin for this, the batting. And I'm just talking about the batting, not the quilt. So anyway, and then this is one of the buckets that come in that set. These are, as I get extra pieces, like there's a sawtooth kit I'm already putting together, right? These are for me. Obviously these are not kits, these are actively in motion, but I'm starting to learn what I would need for each thing. And as I have, I cut for the quilt I'm working on, but then what I cut away, I'm able to say, oh, well, I could make 4-inch half blocks out of these, or I could make 2.5-inch strip binding with this long pass, or I can make 6.5 by 6.5 blocks to add to my 6.5 block bucket. Or this is red, white, and blue fabric, so I can go ahead and cut it in triangles and squares, because I now know because I designed that red, white, and blue quilt. I'm going to replicate it based off of what I've already put together. So that's why I'm kind of trying to quilt journal, even though right now I'm behind in my journaling, but that's okay, because I keep pictures and video. So, and I try to document what sizes I'm using. That way I can go back and write down what I did. So anyway, that's what I've got going. Oh, and then I've got 3 Ziploc bags over there that I've just put binding in a Ziploc bag. I put enough white binding to do, I think, 2 of the 36 by 36 quilts. I've got to cut 3 36 by 36 size battings, fold them up, put them in Ziploc bags, and then pull out the squares and the fabric that I put in each bag and make sure the person has enough fabric to do it. No, we don't want to play with that. That one's for my niece anyway. It doesn't matter because I'm going to wash it. But no, we don't put dog toys on quilts. What was I going to say? Oh, see, there's the lid to the water bottle he just crushed that I showed you. He kills the water bottles and then he leaves them for dead. Stop, Lazarus, for a second so I can finish thinking. Yes, okay, the Purple Radiance quilt that I've started to cut on. I had to figure out the cutting. Now I'm going to draw out the quilt in the quilt journal. Then I'm going to go back to cutting the rest of the pieces and stacking them in probably one of the buckets, because I think that the Radiance quilt is going to be something I make more than one time. But, so I'll cut for it. But, anyway, and then I've got a bucket that we've got to start laying out. That is a Grays king size, just like this blue one, but it's in grays. So I got to get 20 plates. We got to label the 20 plates and go ahead and put all the rows on the plates and put it in its bucket. And when it's time to start chaining that epically large quilt together, then the whole quilt's already cut, it's already plated, it's ordered. All it needs to do is be topped, sandwiched, and then quilted and bonded. And the king size ones, I really don't think my machine's gonna handle, so I'm hoping my new machine comes to be able to handle that, the king sizes. Alrighty.